Well, hello, hi, how's everybody doing today? We have another fragrance to review. Actually, we're doing two fragrances today, and we're comparing them side by side. This is by the House of Calvin Klein, and the collection is Calvin Klein Beauty and Calvin Klein Sheer Beauty. So aren't these beauties? I think these bottles are so pretty. I think they're very feminine. They're timeless and elegant. One is a yellow juice in a clear bottle. And this one, the juice is a little bit tinted and the bottle is a little bit on the pink peachy side. So I have a big one. This is 3.3 fluid ounce, and this is a smaller 1.6 fluid ounce. So I'll go ahead and welcome everybody to another fragrance review. These are affordable fragrances that I have found. Actually, the Sheer Beauty I found at Marshall's for $29. This is what the box looks like. This is the box for this one right here, for the Sheer Beauty. The box for my original Beauty, excuse me, I tossed it because this was actually a gift from my mother-in-law, and I didn't save the box because I traveled for this one. It was a Christmas gift. It was a stocking stuffer. So I just thought it's so cute of her and so nice of her to give fragrances as stocking stuffers along with like other beauty products, which is so feminine and cute. In my part, I just love that of that nice touch of hers. But this is one of the fragrances that I got from her. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started, you guys. Go ahead and get your beverage of choice, get comfy, get cozy, and come back to the review because we are going to get started and we're going to compare these two side by side. So we're going to start off with this one. This is the first one that I got in my collection, the Beauty line. And this is a floral fragrance. This is we're gonna jump right into the accords. This is a white floral musky woody, and we have top notes of amber mellow musk and middle notes of jasmine, base notes of Virginia cedar. Those are the only notes that Fragrantica is providing for us. I honestly think this has way more than those notes listed. But, I mean, nevertheless, this was released in 2010, in the fall of 2010, October to be more specific, by the House of Calvin Klein. So this one here, I'm going to read my notes. This one was intended for seduction. This one was targeted for the mature woman in her 40s to complement her maturity, beauty, self-esteem, and timelessness. So I think they really did good with describing this fragrance or targeting the audience. So a younger, a younger, vibrant woman in her 40s and up. So I'll be honest, when I first got this as a gift, I wasn't really crazy about it. I believe I was really into like the citrusy fragrances at that time. I think I had just bought a bottle of L'Imperatrice No. 3 by Dolce & Gabbana. And I was like really craving that. Even in the winter, I was wearing it surprisingly. So I got this one and it was a shocker to my nose. But I just love this beautiful design of the bottle. I'll give you my take on this one, okay? Let's go ahead and spray. So this one, to me, is just a classy scent. This is a classy white floral. I actually get a little bit of citrus at the initial spray for this one. So very, very, very classy, white floral, strong jasmine for this one, and and musky. It dries down powdery. This to me is like a motherly big sister kind of a scent. This fragrance has grown on me quite a bit. So to me, it is kind of in the classic vintage fragrance. And I'll let you know why once I compare it to the other one. So yeah, this is like a velvety kind of jasmine-y fragrance. Very clean, very pretty. This has been compared to Glam Jasmine by Michael Kors. It has also been compared to Eternity by Calvin Klein, the original. So there's other comparables, but I am just mentioning those because you know, just to keep it shorter. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to this big boy now. This one, obviously another Calvin Klein fragrance. We're going to go ahead and move on to the notes for this one. The notes for this one are fruity, floral, fresh, citrus, vanilla, sweet, white, floral, musky, powdery, fresh, and spicy. And then we have top notes of Bellini, bergamot, red berries, middle notes of peony, jasmine, pink lily, base notes of musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. This one here does start off very fruity, very fresh, very citrusy, with little soft floral nuances. You do get more of a sweetness from the peony in this one. This Sheer Beauty was launched in 2012 in the winter. So winter of January 2012. So to me, this honestly is like a year-round fragrance. Honestly, to me, this could be worn when it's cold, when it's summer, when it's autumn, mild, fresh. This is like kind of like a freshy fragrance to me. So yeah, so let's go ahead and read what the notes have to say, what this fragrance was targeted to. So it says here that this is for the daughter of the original Beauty, which is this one. This is the original Beauty right here. So this one is the daughter of this one. And yes, to me, I would say this is the daughter or little sister of this original Beauty. It was designed for a younger woman that emphasizes on charm, naturalness, and confidence. So my take on this one, what do you think? Well, my take on this is that, you know, at the initial spray, like I said, you do get some fresh florals and you get a mild citrus, almost kind of like the freshness and citrusy of the Chanel Tundra. But it's not that fragrance, okay? It is not like a dupe or anything like that. I'm just talking about the freshness. If you're kind of wondering if it's like a lemon or a neroli, it's that citrusy fresh that you get from that Chanel Tundra. But then it soon fades away. That citrus fades away very quickly. And then it goes into more of a powdery scent with a big similarity to CK Woman, the one with the big eyeball. I'll put a picture on that. I also have that one. So at the dry down, it resembles that quite a bit. But this one is less cloying. I find the CK Woman to be something about the notes. I can't remember exactly what note is in there that really kind of like starts to upset my stomach. And it's such a light and fresh fragrance that I don't understand the reason why. I just don't quite like it. But I'm gonna try to sample it again and see if my chemistry changes and if I'm able to enjoy it a little bit more without getting sick. It is a lovely fragrance. So if you like that kind of scent profile, you would love this. So it's a lot less cloying than CK Woman. The formula doesn't have ambroxan and alabonum. And I think that is, if I'm remembering correctly, I think those two notes combined in the CK Woman makes it really cloying to me. That Ambroxan, to me, it's kind of like another patchouli and like another like praline. If it's not done right, it gets me very sick, unfortunately. And I love those scents, but you know, my internal chemistry doesn't like it and makes me woozy, and it makes me, gives me a headache, and it makes me want to puke. So this is more youthful than this original, okay? Sheer Beauty is more youthful than the original Beauty. So yeah, I would say this is like the little sister of this one. This is a little bit more citrusy, more fresh, clean, with small little floral notes. It's more on the fresher side. This could be like a daily signature scent. So I prefer this over the CK Woman. This was compared to Luscious Pink by Mariah Carey. It's been compared actually to Chance Eau Tundra Chanel, which I do have, and I don't think it smells like that. I only think that at the beginning of the opening, it shares the resemblance of the citrus. That's it, and then it fades away. Calvin Klein, Calvin Klein Women by CK. This one, when I first smelled it, the first thought to mind was Eternity by CK. My aunt, my mom's sister, Eternity was her signature scent when I was a child. I don't know if it's still her signature scent, but she used to wear that fragrance, and it was a powerhouse. And she would dress up very pretty with dresses every Sunday, and she would put on her Eternity, the classic Eternity. This one reminded me of that fragrance a lot, but this is less spicy. It's less aromatic. So they took Eternity and toned it down a bit with this one. So if you like Eternity, the original, you would absolutely like this. This is a lighter version. So I believe that you might enjoy this more if you have a hard time with the Eternity original. I know I do. It is such a powerhouse and such a beautiful fragrance, and it's a beast mode fragrance, but you know, there's something in there that I need to watch out for, and it's got a lot of notes and strong notes like tuberose and stuff like that, I believe, so mixed in with a bunch of other notes. That's why I'm saying that this fragrance here, I think it has more than those 3-4 notes that they're giving us, because it does resemble that Eternity original so much. This is a little softer, and it reminds me more of the CK Woman. So yeah, this is more youthful, more fresher. This is a little bit more original, more mature, if you want to call it that. So these are the two fragrances that I have for you. So yeah, Calvin Klein Beauty and Calvin Klein Sheer Beauty. So there you go. Those are the bottles up close. So you guys, if you were wondering about that, that's what those smell like. I still am missing the Sheer Essence Beauty. I believe it's Sheer Essence Beauty or Sheer Beauty Essence. And that's the one I was after. That's why I bought this big old bottle by accident, thinking that it was the Sheer Beauty, because I've heard from Shauna J when I first started perfume reviewing that the Sheer Essence was like absolutely amazing. But then after some time, I love Shauna J's reviews, but I actually found out that she prefers a lot of powdery, fresh, clean powderies, and I have a lot of the fragrances that she owns. Because I blind buy a lot of stuff and I go by the price point. And I noticed that they're a bit too powdery. There is a handful of fragrances that she loves that I absolutely adore and will always have in my collection, like Glow by J.Lo. And that's powdery, you know, it's a little powdery, but not extreme baby powdery, like that kind of dry powder. So yeah, you guys, thank you so very much for staying till the end of the video. A big kiss to you, a big hug. Remember, do something beautiful and something nice for you. You are special, and I'm telling you, and I'm here to remind you that you deserve the world. You deserve to treat yourself nicely and kindly and share and spread the love with others. I am here to support you, and leave me your comments below. Let me know if you own these, or if you have them, or if you're curious about these, and what do you think about these two lovely perfumes. Thank you guys. Until next time. Bye.